Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel once again. So in today's video we are going to draw something very simple, easy and fun. These doodles are super simple. I need a break from all the process and technique, and I think you should also take a break. So let's start with today's video. So I'm using this size 02 needle pen and I'm directly trying to create couple of doodles. These are very simple, so you don't need a pencil mark, so you can start directly with the help of pen. So I have created multiple strings in a different direction, and I'm creating a small leaf kind of pattern around the string area, left and right. You can end the string with one simple leaf. You can create some lines also in between to make the structure little bushier. So very simple to draw, even you don't need to think much. Simply just create a leaf kind of pattern every now and then and you can create something like this. Now in the second one I'm creating one more string, and this time I'm creating a bigger leaf, and I'm doing some hatching process, but I'm not creating a line. I'm just simply going back and forth to create something like this. So without lifting my pen, I'm trying to create all these things. Very simple. If you're not comfortable doing it, you can create a structure first and then you can do some line and shading. But going back and forth is the easiest way to do, and fun as well. Now you can repeat the same thing throughout. You can create many strings like this, and you can also change the size and shape of the leaf as well. So with one particular technique you can create many more like these, but before that let me create one more. So in this one I'm creating a tree branch kind of shape, so one branch and then multiple sub branch in it, and every tip of each branch I'm creating little longer leaf this time and finer as well. So basically I'm going back and forth like we did in the second one, but in this one at the tip we are creating little longer leaf, and in between we are creating smaller leaves to fill the area. So this doodle is also very simple, similar to the previous two, but a very different altogether as compared to the previous two. So likewise you can create hundreds of doodles like these. Now let's take the inspiration from the second one and create one more, but before that I'm adding one more string into the first doodle. So in the fourth one I'm doing exactly what I did in the second one, but this time the shape is totally different. So I'm creating a round shape and then going back and forth creating some more lines and pattern, and then small round kind of shape at the tip of each structure that I am creating. So you can create a round shape and then you can fill the area creating more round and lines and pattern, and then smaller round shape at the tip of this particular structure. And combining these things together we are creating one more doodle which is similar to the second one but very different, as you can see. And I think I'm done with this one as well. So we are done with 4 simple doodle, very easy, even I don't need to explain you what I'm doing. Now let's create few more. For this I need a pencil to create a basic guideline for myself. So create a string and then create a leaf kind of shape, a bigger leaf, something like this. So in this one both ends are pointed. Now let's create one more, again creating a middle string, and this time creating the base little broader and a narrow tip. So size is definitely different from the first one. Now in the third one again I'm creating an oval kind of shape, little pointed towards upward direction, and in the fourth one I'm creating a heart kind of shape. So this basic structure is something needed, and then we are going to do something very simple. So once done with the pencil mark you can start doing the other detailing with the help of pen directly. So create a middle line, you can create 2 lines in the middle, and then start creating pointed leaves like this. So basically we are creating one leaf, but it has multiple leaves left and right, pointed and little longer. Now you can change the structure of these leaves as per the size and shape of sub leaves that we are creating. So if you keep it finer, you will get different kind of leaf. If you keep it wider, you can get a different kind of leaf. And then you can create more lines and pattern in between. So we are done with this one. Now let's create this one. So in this one I'm creating fine longer spikes like this. You can also change the direction of these sub leaves little bit tilted towards left and right, or you can keep it straight, but do it as per shape that we have created. And that is why we are getting little wider shape around the base, and as we are moving towards upward direction, the shape is narrowing. And likewise you can create any kind of shape and you can do something like this. So I'm going back and forth, creating a spike kind of structure to complete this particular leaf. Now in this one I'm thinking to create a couple of leaves towards downward direction. So I have created something like this. Now the third one is exactly what we did in the previous one, but this shape is changed this time. So first create the first leaf in the center and then start creating more leaf or a spike kind of shape as per the basic shape that we have created. So something like this you will get automatically, and likewise you can create many more. So let's do the same thing for left side as well. So I'm going back and forth, creating this longer spikes, and something like this you can do at the end. You can create the middle line if needed, and then you can create base of leaf. So we are done with these three. So we have created fine spikes kind of shape, but definitely you can change the shape as per your choice. Now for the heart shape also I am again going back and forth, creating curve kind of structure to create a heart kind of shape. So automatically at the end you will get an heart shape leaf, and you can do the same thing for right side as well. So basically if you look into second row, all the four leaves are similar to each other because we are basically following the same process. The only difference is we have created a different kind of outline for each and every leaf, but repeating the similar stuff to create these set of four leaves. So we are done with these four as well. You can rub all the unwanted pencil mark, and then we are going to create four more. Let's start with the third row. Again, these are also very simple. I don't need to explain what I'm doing. You can simply see it and you can follow the process. So in this one I'm creating an oval shape, and I have created the baseline, and I have created multiple curves in a different direction. 2 towards downward direction, 4 towards left and right, and 1 in the center. Okay, so this is the baseline that is needed. Now I'm going to create baseline for rest 3 first. So in this one I'm creating a one string, and then you can divide this string into multiple substring. So a couple of them are towards downward direction and a couple of them are towards upward direction. So we are going to create one single leaf having multiple serration in it. So these strings going to define the serration part of this leaf. So for this one I'm creating a basic leaf kind of shape and then creating small leaf like this. So again this one is also one single leaf having some design and pattern into it. Now fourth one and the second one from this row is similar to each other. So I'm just changing the substring part. This time the leaf is little longer and having more substring in that. So this gives you a totally different leaf. Let's finish the first one. So in the each string that we have created, I'm creating a leaf kind of shape like this. to create this leaf. So this is one leaf, deep serrated leaf, and having multiple leaf kind of patterns. So you can do something like this. You can keep the leaf shape little bigger, or you can define the serration part as per your choice, like less serrated leaf you can create. So this one is deeply serrated, but assume you are creating the serration part halfway, then you will get totally different kind of leaf altogether. So likewise, let's do the second one. So as per the substring that I have created, I'm adding serration as per the length of substring. So as you can see, the serration is varying from one after another. Some part are deeply serrated, some part are having less serration. And likewise, we have created one leaf having different kind of serration in it, creating a very different pattern of leaf altogether. And then you can highlight the middle vines of these leaves a little bit, and then we can do some extra shading and detailing as well, which I'm going to do later on. But first I'm concentrating more on the basic shape that we have created. So something like this we have created for this particular leaf. Now let's move to this one. So again, I am trying to trace everything whatever I have done with the help of pencil. So this one is again one leaf, but having some design and pattern into it. So you can create a basic leaf like this, and then leaving the smaller leaf intact, you can do some more hatching and contouring and shading throughout the leaf. So you will get a pattern in the leaf having some white area in between. So something like this you can do. Now I'm doing hatching process. Hatching process means creating parallel line again and again to get little darker shade. You can do some cross hatching as well. You can do some different kind of pattern altogether. So basically the basic funda is keep the smaller leaf white and rest other area a little darker. Now in this one, last one is similar to what we did in the previous one. The only difference is having different kind of serration in it as per the substring that we have created. So you can choose substring as per your need, and see you can get two different kind of leaf. Now in this one I'm adding more subvines in between leaf area, just as a part of extra shading and detailing. So adding more subvines in the leaf, and then I am going to keep the main vines little darker. So these things you can think by your own. You can take inspiration from the real leaf, whatever you have seen around you, and let's make the main vines little darker. So as a part of shading and detailing, I am going to do this much for this particular leaf. So main stems little darker and then multiple subvines. And in this one I'm doing some stippling process. So stippling process means adding dots. So density of dots define the darkness into your shading area. So more dots means more darker shade you will get. And we are done with today's video. Hope this video is helpful for you guys, and hope you have also taken a little break from all the processes and technique and trying to draw something simple like these. So see you guys in the next video.